I'm back at it again with another Anthem minute. I'm summarizing one of the most recent posts from the Bioware community manager. He actually addressed some of the big issues that a lot of players are worried about. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about loot and progression first, whether you think loot and progression is a problem or not. About 90% of the Anthem community is concerned with this system in the game. And yeah, guys, basically the Rokas said they are working on it. All right, they are working on making loot better. It is one of the priorities that the Anthem team has right now. And quite honestly, I'm really glad that it is that way. I think a lot of us players sort of overreacted and got extremely pissed because Chad, the head of the live team for Anthem, he said that it's going to take them a few months to fix the loot problem. Clearly, Bioware, I'm pretty sure they saw the community uproar for 2 days straight in the Anthem subreddit that loot and progression matters greatly in this game, and I think they have made that one of their top priorities. So yeah, guys, the Rokas basically said that they're working on the loot and progression system, but it's going to take them some time to actually make the correct changes. They don't want to rush things and basically just bring on another shitty loot and progression system. They have to fix drop rates, but you know, some players might be saying, well, drop rate is something that is really easy to fix. Just increase the drop rate. But it's just not about increasing the drop rate. It's about increasing the drop rates to a point where progression is actually a thing and you also don't progress too quickly. On top of all that, it's also about inscriptions, right? It's also about us not getting 2% extra damage or 5% extra magazine size on some of our weapons and some of our gear. And I think that's what Bioware is working on the most when it comes down to this loot and progression system. Because drop rates, you know, that's probably not going to be much of an issue, but progression, correct progression, that's something that I think they need to get right. So we don't really need to worry, boys, when it comes down to loot and progression. It is going to be fixed. I know there's going to be some people in the comment sections, wah, loot and progression should have been good from the beginning. Yeah, I know, dude, I feel the same way, but whatever. I'm just gonna stop bitching about it. Whatever, that's just how things are. You know, when life gives you a hand, you gotta make the best out of that hand. And Anthem gave us a shitty hand, and now we gotta make the best out of it until it gets fixed. And hey, if you want to go play Division 2, go ahead. All right, I played the Division 2, and at the time of me making this video, I'm not really enjoying it as much, and I think Anthem is going to be my favorite looter game to play. So fingers crossed that they are able to fix the loot very quickly, hopefully within these next 2 weeks, somewhere around there. When it comes down to communication, they said that the Rokas said that the developers always want to communicate, but the reason why they haven't been communicating right now is because every time they do communicate about, you know, and answer a question, they basically get bombarded with another question, mostly about the loot and progression system, and they also just get personally attacked. All right, which again, like I said the other day on my community post on the channel, like if you don't know how to act like a human being in the comment sections of my video, you're just gonna get blocked. And I'm pretty sure the same philosophy applies to all of these developers at Bioware. Yes, I made an Anthem diss track. No, I did not attack any of the developers because I know how much work it actually takes to actually make a game, boys. Anyways, last but not least, the Rokas also said that they don't want to stealth nerf anything, and if something does get a stealth nerf, they are going to be addressing it. For example, Masterwork Ember drop rate was decreased. That was an unintended change. The Rokas basically said, hey, listen, that was an unintended change. We apologize for that. And on top of all that, he also said that sometimes if things don't make it to the patch notes, it's because he either didn't have enough time to put them in the patch notes, or it just slipped into the patch at the last minute and he wasn't able to update the players. He basically went ahead and pointed this out because very recently we got universal components added to the loot pool of legendary contracts, and of course we weren't really aware of that. The patch notes didn't say it. Long story short, guys, communication with you know, from Bioware to the community, in my opinion, still feels pretty strong. Did we get a somewhat incomplete game? Maybe we did. Probably we did, but the truth is, the Rokas also said in his post, Anthem is here to stay. Anthem is here to improve as time passes. And honestly, after finding out that Division 2 might not be for me, I'm willing to stick it through with Anthem. All right, I really enjoyed this game. The gameplay is like nothing I have ever experienced, and yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna continue to support the game, and hopefully we can get a really good loot and progression system that can make this game even better. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace out.